So, like, I assume that people who work in call centers need to have multiple skills. Like, for example, we're talking here about language. We're talking about a communication skill. We talk here about also, I'm sure, sales skills, because a lot of time when someone calls you, or even if you call them for a support, they sometimes try to sell something. So there is multiple skills to learn for them. So how do you put these people in a place where they can learn at a higher level, I guess?
Well, first is I put fear into perspective, that learning a second language is 10 times harder than any campaign I'll put them on. Secondly, I will give you all of your resources, because if I'm not giving you your script, rebuttals, list, or any sort of support with your computer or headset, you're going to be uncomfortable. And then also we'll do some role playing. We will discuss the product. So when you're calling a company, maybe you will do a positive escalation with the gatekeeper before being transferred. You will try to make nice. You will properly introduce yourself and represent companies in the best light. Saying you don't force a fit. If someone's not going to buy, you can't shove it down somebody's throat. And so by making these calls, sure, it's muscle memory and it's practice. But if you have a very solid personality, show active listening, if you can be spontaneous on the phone, you know, if a dog's barking in the background, show active interest in an animal, ask follow-up questions on its name and breed, and then inadvertently and passive aggressively let them know it's barking and you can't hear you on the phone. And so these are things that will only enhance someone's self-confidence and self-reliance. And then they play their percentages and they could do quite well. Listen, if you're very talented on the phone or communicating, your earnings potential is limitless. And so I think if someone's willing to put themselves out there and be that communicator, like yourself with your medium, there's no reason why people can't get the sort of positive reinforcement that they're looking for.
So do you believe the most important thing in any business in general, for example, is to have the people skills or networking